Okay, guys, I'm back. This is progress note number 3. I'm going to show you how I do most of my notes. This using favorites. Favorite is something that we already put in a note, and it's going to be exact translation on when you use it in each patient. Then we need to be able to change, to make small changes on that favorite to make each node unique, because that's the way it's supposed to be. But instead of going to the form and start clicking hypertension, stable, no stable, and back, click, it's easy. You come over here, someone come for hypertension, is normal. I just put a stable. See, reason for the busy history of present in no symptom associated today. You can say take medication as prescribed. Anything that can make this note just one word or two words different is not the same one. It's not a copy paste. You're making the note unique. You can come over here. Always you can come over here and click here, put stable, on a stable, well control, whatever you want, but something that makes this note unique. You pass medical history, you already come with hypertension. If the patient already have, it's not going to duplicate the hypertension, because I added from the form this from the medical assistant from there. The way everything is done from there, the way you don't have duplicate result. Then review of system. Review of system is simple. It's just cardiovascular, not chest pain, or the cough, or dyspnea. Physical exam, minimum physical exam that you need, if someone with hypertension, or the counseling. Then if you have medication or you're going to refill lisinopril, when you do it over here, and other charges, you already has the plan. You have hypertension. If you want to click over here and put any annotation, anything specific for the patient, perfect. You can do it. But this patient also have hyperlipidemia. Just put lipid, está no control, but it's better. Está control. Está lipid control with diet and exercise. Lipids, hypertriglyceridemia, no control. Lipids, no control, patient start taking medication he's on. I like that one because that happens very often. It's just the same thing. History of present illness, hyperlipidemia, no control, no compliance with medication, and lifestyle modification recommended. Past medical history here is supposed to say hyperlipidemia. I'm supposed to add it immediately. I'm going to modify this favorite as soon as I finish the video. That way it's going to be fine. You will have to go over all of them as we have to do it most of the time. When I do the favorite, I'm tired and it just miss something, but it's supposed to be hyperlipidemia already there. Cardiovascular, pretty much the same. Physical exam is the same. You have hyperlipidemia, you have the counseling for hypertension and hyperlipidemia over here. Then this is then you prescribe medicine or you order labs, whatever you do, you note is complete. But this patient has also hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is stable, non stable, and new diagnosis. Well, just imagine this is a new diagnosis. Patient came from blood work and has hyper. Then visit lab result. Lab result showed high TSH, which is a hypothyroidism. Then I have hypothyroidism unspecified, counseling about most common symptom, take medication fasting and wait 30 minutes before eating anything. All the counseling, your notes are done. Then you come over here, order and charges. You have 3 chronic conditions, you review labs. Remember, when you review labs, you come over here and you move the lab from here. This is the way that you put the labs on the note. Okay, if you want to type it, you can do it, but typing is crazy. There is a video in YouTube about how to use this section. I'm not going to go over it. I'm going to send you a link with that video. I think I did already, because it's really easy and important if you learn how to use this one. For example, you have patient, you're going to prescribe medication. Then you have essential hypertension. These are the medicines that have been linked with this diagnosis before. These are labs that have been ordered with this diagnosis before. Then this is one of the procedures that has been linked with hypertension before. Alright, this is with this patient. With all patients that we have in the practice, these are all the medication that I prescribe with the diagnosis of essential hypertension. Then I can choose from here whatever I want. It's easy. These are orders that I already have with this diagnosis. This is procedures that I have, like we collect blood. Is you did a level 3, you did a level 4. This is how your blood pressure is controlled, and these are the medication. You see, this makes your life very easy, especially when there is a condition that as a medicine that you prescribe for one specific condition, but you don't use it very often. That you forgot. For example, I use a lot. The steroid creams, the medicine for otitis externa. When you click the diagnosis, immediately you're going to see the drug that I'm using, or that you have used before. Then it makes it easy for you to use that medicine again. But there is a video. When I finish this one, I'm going to send you to guys how to work on this area over here. Then you come back. The patient just leave and say, "Oh, I have elbow pain that is killing me because I'm using my computer a lot, and really I cannot hold it anymore, doctor. Just want to help with that." But you examine the patient has epicondylitis, okay? Epicondylitis, right side, and this one is unspecified, okay? Elbow pain, joint pain there, but you have everything you need. Physical exam, diagnosis, plan for this medication, and yes, then when you come over here, you prescribe the medicine. But let's see what I have prescribed for medial epicondylitis before. Voltaren, meloxicam, diclofenac. See, for all the patients, oxycodone, this you will see. You notice that sometimes we don't link the diagnosis of with the right medication. Then that's something that we have to fix it later on, or otherwise, the Ambi is not for epicondylitis. Hyperlipidemia, you have almost all the static here. You have hypothyroidism, you have levothyroxine, different dose that you have. You have all the procedures. Then this note is to have 3 chronic conditions. The 2 are stable. Hyperlipidemia is not stable. Patient not taking the medicine and has a new acute problem. This is a level 4. You don't have to even search over here. You can come over here. This is a level 4. See, you already have Then, since you did it this way, you only have one diagnosis. You have to put the other ones. Always try to match four diagnoses if you have it with your CPT code. Then you get all the blood tests for this patient, lab, or the lab. Then this is when you need to know which insurance the patient have or where he can do the blood work. Most of our patients they can go to Quest, but sometimes not. If they have Care Plus, they have simply they need to go to LabCorp. Freedom need to go to LabCorp. Then you by reference, almost everybody can go to by reference, but we mainly use the Quest and LabCorp. Leave it in Quest. You click the diagnosis, you click the more diagnosis you click is better because you should reduce the chance that the test is not going to be covered by the insurance because of the diagnosis. If you want to use the diagnosis that are not in this encounter, you can use it too. You can use it over here too. Then you choose the test that you want to use. I have a panel for physical exam. You click, you have all of them. If this is a future order, it's not going to be done today. You know when do you want it? In 3 months. You can put in 3 months. You want it in 1 week, or you just don't mention when, and that's it. But most of the time, I check it over here. Then, if for example this patient have potassium was high, and you want to give it some furosemide today, albuterol, and check potassium in 3 days, I put my regular blood work over here. Oh, they say that this CPT code is not valid. Okay. When that happens, usually you have to cancel it and do it again. Okay, lab. Why do hyperthyroidism? Why do hypertension? Diabetes. This is my physical exam panel. It was very general. I want to use diabetes. They want to have for diabetes, hemoglobin A1C, CMP, lipid. The lipid and CMP is included in the other one. It would not duplicate the test. Then I want this test done in 3 months. I'm working in a Mac. This is my computer, and then sometimes Intergy doesn't like Apple computer, and when I click over here, do not recognize, and I have to close it there. See, and I close the system right now. But what I want you to see is how to use the favorite. It's simple, it's easy, but you need to know the favorite that we have. If you don't know, you don't look for. I have favorite for many things, and if you find something that you want to have a favorite, please do not hesitate. Send me a message, and as soon as I can, I'm going to create one. Favorites, one more time, are very general and not specific for because you're going to use it for many patients at once. Then you have to be a little bit more specific with each patient when you do it. Okay, see, this is going to close the system completely. But I'm not going to close the video. Let me just restart, go back again. Test close. See, it did not recognize the test that I ordered. Oh yeah, it took it. Then this command, let me use essential hypertension. Let me just see. Submit the code. Hyperlipidemia. Diabetes type 2. Then this is my CPT code. I can put the CPT code here for charges. New patient, established, physical exam. Then usually we do this one. That means that with the this is alcohol misuse. No. Let me just remove this one. You save it. This was sent to, now once it's saved and sent it, you cannot remove or modify this one. Then if you find you make a mistake, you send it us to Lisette, and Lisette's the only person who can fix it on the background of the computer. I'm going to make another video just how to work on this area, how to order labs, how to do referral, and how to do the charges. I just want to continue with your progress now. Then this is your progress now. You have the physical, you have everything you need. What about if you want? Do you think what you know it's still not very have no you sometimes I just don't like the way it looks because I don't think it has enough information. If you come over here and you click auto, it can check a bunch of things normal. Then when you go back over here, see, you put review, you have your history, your present illness, the complete review system, because everything that it was not in the favorite, you check it as a normal when you click over there. Same thing with physical exam. You have a complete physical exam, your assessment, your plan, and of course you send the medication, it will be there, or you cancel it for this patient. Then that's probably the easy way, but just go back here to draft. And then this patient is leaving and say, oh, I forgot to tell you that I have my toenail is just yellow and it's nasty and I don't like the way it looks. How can you help me, doctor? Really, I don't know what to do actually. What's onychomycosis? You click onychomycosis and you have the essential information that you need in the chart to document that this patient have onychomycosis. But what you don't think is onychomycosis, or you're not sure, nail abnormalities for biopsy, ingrowing toenail. Okay, see, you have many favors over here. Then you save it and you sign this note. Then this is your progress now. Okay, let me just create a new one. This is test close. It's gonna show what I have, what I want to have in all my notes. But I want to remove all this for the purpose of just doing a note. I don't want to have any of this information. Let me just go over here. Well, no, just let me leave it like that. This patient came and the medical assistant said that this patient have headache. See, I did something that they're not supposed to do. They're not supposed to add information with right click. But if you notice, you do right click, you can add dictation, you can add text, you can delete the section, you can personalize your text, and personal text and template. These are things that you already save and things that you have for share on this reason for the visit. Usually, the medical assistant, they will come over here. They will go to medical assistant. They will go reason for the visit. They will click here and they will put headache. There's a difference. You will see now. Headache, visit for headache, and this is what we type. Both work the same. This one is not better than this one is not better than this one. They both the same. When you see click review, you have to have something here, review system. Let's go to draft. Just suppose that you don't like what you type, you can delete it. That's simple. Our history of present illness. You can go to the form. Let's suppose that my first video. You can go to history of present illness. You can look over here for neuro, and then this has mainly the chronic condition. But if you don't have symptoms, you can go here CCHPI. You can go to neuro and psychiatry, neuro symptoms. Chief complaint, neuro symptoms. You already have headache. And then you have review system, neuro symptoms. You can click over here. It said no dizziness, no fainting, has light headache, easily distracted, and no confusion, no delirium, no convulsion, sense of smell is a normal, okay, greatly increase, okay, you have a walking, abnormal walking, no guide abnormality or guide abnormality. You can shifting. See, you can do from here everything you want. Then psych symptoms. You are in review system right now. You see, energy. You can say well decrease energy. Wherever you click over here, it's going to be showing you note. Physical exam, neurology exam, and normal neurological exam. But supposed to the neurological exam is completely normal. You click here, normal neurological exam on the left foot, psychiatry, normal, neurological exam, normal. If you want to be specific, cranial nerve, you can from here you can do everything you want. You can plan. You have everything you need to do it. But that is take a lot of time, I believe. Then I go back here to my favorite. I put headache. Then I have a simple headache. This is someone with a headache that is nothing really. A 3 day with headache back and forward, 4/10, and really nothing important. Neuro headache MRI. This is someone which can have very severe headache, a lot of physical finding that suspect that the patient need an MRI immediately. That way, insurance will not deny your MRI. Neuro headache simple. I have two of them. I have to review both and see which one I like better and remove the other one. Let me see if you guys have. Yes, neuro headache MRI and simple MRI. Everything with X iris is that for the lab. Then you have just headache, Simple. You have your assessment. But just in mind that you don't want to use any template. You just let's go back over here. This patient came. Your medical assistant put that the patient had headache. You can say over here, headache for 3 days, severe, worse at night, with nausea and vomiting in the morning. Taka, 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 taka. Everything you want to type it, you can type it. But if you type something that you really like, you think this is going to be, or you're going to be using it over and over, you can add to my favorites. Then save it. You put personal or share. You put a name for your favorite, and next time when you come, you just click here, personal test. Everything that, see, I already saved for hydrosalinitis. I already saved for problem list of day, like all active problems have been a day. These are things that I already have saved in this section of past history of present illness. I don't have many because usually I use my favorite very often. But then you keep going, you get here review system, you have a bunch of things because we use favorite, but imagine that you don't, let me delist, that you don't have any of those. You can click here test, and you can type noche pain, no dizziness, whatever you want to type. If you can type it, save it, and that's your review system. With physical exam, it's the same. For example, look what I have here in physical exam. Personal, I have finding for PAD, for peripheral artery disease. Normal physical exam, that's a complete normal physical exam. PE from previous visit review. That's one of the things that we can say, that physical exam from previous visit review and not change it from today. Physical exam for telemedicine. This is the one that we use for telemedicine, where we only talk about what we can see on the patient in the video. I have physical exam normal, but short physical exam. Chair. In chair, I have a physical exam normal, telemedicine, normal physical exam complete, memory impaired, finding for purpura senile. Things that whatever you want to have, you can add it, and you can save it as right there. Assessment and plan. The easy way, you can just right click, add, and just type your assessment and plan, but that's not going to generate the ICD-10 that the cell needs to build. When I use the template for the favorite for headache, it just jump over here, but you can put it over here too, say headache, disease or diagnosis, for example, epilepsy, recurrent headache syndrome, tension headache, whatever you want, you click it and you save it. If you see type headache without ICD-10, you click over here, you come over here, you have more specific, and then you add the one that you want. Okay? Then now you plan, assessment and plan. Assessment is the diagnosis, plan. What are you doing for your headache? You can type what you're doing there, perfect. Or you can just you current medication. You can have medication that you use. You have the active problem list. You plan. You already have some things that are being elaborated with the favorite. But if not, you can just right click. You type whatever you're doing with that patient. They stop excelling, use this medicine, they follow up with neurology, whatever you want to do, you type it over here. Remember, every time you type it over there, it means that you can save what you have. See how many plans I have in my personal test. It's planned for almost everything. In share, see how many I have. All the MRA I have put plan for the MRA used to be make it easy. 99% of the time I don't use it because I use the favorite. And with the favorite you get everything you need at just one click. Well, in this way you can do your notes also from scratch. It's gonna be it's another way to do it, and you can save it. Then you move to order and charges. You do your charges, you order your things, you do your heaters, whatever you need to do, and you save it, and you close your note. Then mainly there is three major ways to do your note. One, using the form itself. You use the form. Then you go one section by one. I do not recommend doing that. You can use the favorites. You can bring previous notes from here and click the section that you want to bring, or you can type on the section. You can right click and type whatever you want in each section. I think it is pretty much how to create a progress note. You finish your progress note when you do order and charge it, but I'm going to create only one video only for this part because this part has a lot of information and it's really, really, really important.